my name is Cassie Ostrander, and I am taping my professional disposition video. To start off, the first question is about what dispositions I feel that I currently possess. I am a fourth year teacher, and I feel at this point I possess all of the dispositions. Respect for diversity, I think this is a big one. I think this is just something that you should have as a human being, as a person on this earth. Students are going to feel much more comfortable in your classroom if they know that you respect all the differences that occur there. Fairness. Fairness is another one. I always start off my year telling students that fair is not necessarily equal. And I teach the analogy of a hospital. If you go in with a paper cut and somebody else comes in with their arm cut off, the doctor is not gonna give both of them a band-aid. That wouldn't be what they needed. And so in my classroom, even though maybe not everybody seems to be getting the same thing, they're getting what they need, and that's fairness. Compassion. Compassion is one I think all teachers need to have. Compassion for those students, compassion for your job, thinking about what other people and those students are going through. We live in a time of a lot of trauma that's occurred for these children, and having compassion, I think, is very important. Curiosity is another one. We need to teach that in our students. We need to have it ourselves. Um, Curiosity about how the world works, what to do next, how to solve a problem. Professional conduct. Professional conduct is one that I've been told is my strong suits, making sure that you're treating other people with kindness and fairness, even though you might disagree. Always carrying other professionals in the highest esteem, especially around other people. Honesty. Honesty is, again, really important just as a person. You want your students to be honest and fair. You need to be honest and fair. Advocacy is another big one. To be able to advocate for your students, advocate for their needs, advocate for your classroom, your community. Being able to speak out for what you feel is necessary is important. Dedication. I have a lot of dedication for my job. Teaching, you have to put in a lot of long hours. Do things after school, help out with school functions. I feel that shows dedication. Reflection is a big one. I'm constantly reflecting. This is only my fourth year. I'm constantly asking myself, what am I doing wrong? What can I do better? What can I learn about this topic to make sure that my students are truly understanding it? What do I need to do to make sure my students are successful? I am constantly striving to better myself, and I feel that high expectations is a prime example of that. I feel that I possess high expectations for my students now. They know what their goals are in class, they know what the reading goal is, their math goal. I make sure they understand the point of the lesson. I formatively assess and check and recheck. But when I was a first year teacher, I think high expectations was the one that I struggled with the most. Um, your first year teacher, there's so much going on, no matter how much schooling and student teaching you have, there are so many things to juggle. Classroom management, new curriculum, new standards, that high expectations can be difficult. I didn't know what I was doing that first year. And so it really was a learning year. I struggled. I don't think my students really had goals. I didn't know what my goal was. I could barely, think one step ahead of myself, let alone formatively assess and then change my practice so that it was helping what the students needed at the time. But after that first year, things started to get easier. I started to figure stuff out, and I think I'm to the point where I do have high expectations for all my students, and they have their learning goals, and I formatively assess. What does a professional educator look like? They're well kept, they're clean, put together, they have good hygiene, they don't look like they just rolled out of bed, they're appropriately dressed, no low cut tops, short skirts, they don't have inappropriate logos on their shirts. They behave professionally, polite disagreements instead of full on arguments with other staff. They're kind, they treat students with respect and caring, even the ones that push their buttons. They're confident, they're at ease in their classroom. If you're not, the students are going to pick up on that. They're welcoming. You greet with smiles and handshakes, a polite greeting to anybody that comes in the room. I feel that teachers are guided most by their desire to teach the students, making sure that students know and understand what they need to know and understand. Teachers love teaching. It's at the heart of everything they do. I think teachers are guided by what's best for students, and they're always voicing that, even if it doesn't always happen. And I feel that teachers are driven to teach effectively. They're always asking, is this the right way, the best way? Is this working for my students? Are they getting it? Just always making sure that what the students need is what they're doing. So that's my professional disposition video. Thank you for watching.